archaeological site as well as a historical park here in Saudi Arabia with the, I guess, soon to be famous Leila Naime. She happens to be an amazing archaeologist and has been digging here for well over a decade. You can see in part behind me one of the more fraternal eating areas, or actually more of a religious place for the Nabatean area. That was the region that I'm in Saudi Arabia. I probably won't post any diagrams because, for those of you who really know me, it's great that I'm having this experience, but I'm not fully absorbing everything because I'm not here to just enjoy. I'm here and I'm working. So right now I'm organizing a very interesting trip, and I just wanted to take a few moments to share some of the surrounding landscape. This is sandstone. Behind me there are lots of rocks and then lots of more desert. I'm probably 3 American football fields away from the tombs that we were looking at earlier, and I'll post some of that as well. But I'm just doing the slow pan so you can kind of see, not me here, more of what's going on behind me. There are families here who are checking things out and all sorts of other fun tourists. It would be closest to what you would experience in Petra. If anyone has been out to Petra in Jordan, this is a similar experience, except for this is huge. It's incredibly vast. The amount of area that has to be covered and then uncovered is just phenomenal. So I'm feeling very privileged to be here, and I will check in with you guys later. Bye.
Tomb, and which gives the name of this woman, so she was named Hinat. So that's why the drawing they made, they represented the woman, because the tomb belonged to women. But it was nice. So we found all the layers of textiles. And so what they did is the first, can you look at this one, John? Okay. The body was buried naked, so they had no clothes on them. And the first thing they did is wrap them into animal hair made cloth, which would be dyed in red.
That's the red
hence
one, yeah.
Yes, hence the red thing. And this red hair and animal hair textile was covered with resins and fat substances in order to delay the bottling process of the decay of the bodies. So they were not mummified. There was nothing like the Egyptian system when they would take the things from the inside and mummify. But they would try to delay the decaying of the body. But the nice thing is that they put around the neck of the deceased, at least this one, a necklace. And the necklace made of dates, the fruit of the palm trees. And the stones of the dates were pierced. So there was really a necklace of dates. And when we started them, we realized that, because we had really the thing, we had the form of the skull and the neck around. And of course the dates had dried. But around them there was some empty space, which means that when the necklace was put around the neck, the dates were still fresh. Which means that they had put there so that it would be an offering for the dead person. So maybe if in the afterlife he or she got hungry, that he could eat. Like these sweet things we gave children when they were small, necklace of sweet things. So they would carry this thing. So after this, so the necklace is here, red thing. And then they will be folded in 2 other layers of linen textiles, of rough. I mean, the more you get outside, the rougher the textile gets. So the other 2 layers are made of linen, and then they would be wrapped with linen straps again. And then around the whole thing, they would put sort of shrouds in leather, which would again be strapped with leather straps. And then, I don't think there's an image, sorry, maybe I do, maybe I don't, maybe I don't, never mind, sorry. Then there would be a sort of, it's not a shroud, but carrying leather, transportation. So imagine a big square of leather with handles. So we actually found the handles soon on the thing, and so the dead person would be prepared for the burial outside, maybe in the people's house, and then
They would carry
and they would be carried by four persons down to the tomb, then buried, and then this ultimate shroud was then folded on top and would be left like that. And we actually found everything. So all the textiles, the layers of textile, and you made the analysis of the resins and the fatty substances which were used, and found the leather straps, and found the edges and the way they were sewn, the leather shrouds and the transport. So it's the first time actually that in the Mada'In sphere we have the whole process of burial. And of course this is only one tomb. And one may think, well, maybe in the other ones it was completely different. But last year we did not excavate, but actually clear all the tombs, because they were actually sand in them, and tourists like you and me were just walking on the human bones and the textiles, the Mada'In textiles. So it's not very nice. So we decided to empty those things and take the material out, and actually it's exactly the same sort of material we have. So we can assume that, at least in Mada'In Saleh, the sort of burial process we put in evidence in this tomb was more or less going on in the other ones. After we take the handle away, you will find possibly cloth from the Mada'In burials. So, and that's what this smell comes from. So all the insides, you see that they are made in a much rougher way than the tombs. Why? Because it was not visible. Because it's more what they use this tomb only when somebody dies. So when
they would come back for anniversaries or something, which they would. They would.
Yeah. So when the tomb is not usually closed. There's a door. Yeah. You see this? Yeah. Here they would put a lintel, a wooden lintel, so they would put it in here and force it in here. You have the lock, and I'm supposed that if you come here, you will find the place you are in.